episodes. We had episode 5 was from the ITSMF New Zealand in June, and episode 8 was August. That was the Australian one. So I'm going to throw to Tristan, which was your favourite podcast of 2011?
Oh, I'd have to say it would be the live ones. They were, just fantastic. Actually, being in the room with you all and actually, feeding off the energy that we had going. Obviously, the New Zealand one, I was pretty pumped from, coming off the back of a really successful conference for us as well, and just, actually grabbing the people from the, who were there sort of at our departure lounge event and getting them to come and sit down and tell us what they got out of the conference. It really grounds you and gets you back to what, to why I do what I do.
And that concept works so well that departure lounge, don't run off, stay for a drink, talk, network, and we did the podcast at the same time, and we were just, like you say, grabbing anyone who was anyone just to say what they got out of the conference. It was awesome.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the departure lounge again. And I think, equally, I think at the Australian one, the live thing worked very well again, although, Brett wouldn't go and get me the glass of wine that I wanted, but thankfully Chris, maybe that's why I'm so happy that I met Chris, because he went and got a bottle.
Hang on a second, we ended up with bottles of wine.
And I think we still made sense, and I think somebody mentioned in the recording we will not mention from the other night, that we had a bit of a coup there as well, that we got sort of either McFarlane on before anybody else had managed to as well. Unfortunately, we also then had a slight technical failure and cut most of them off, but he's looking forward to coming back and spending some more time with us.
So he will be one of our guests in 2012, absolutely.
Actually, Ivor's responsible for one of my favourite quotes of the year, was that people don't expect us to do well delivering IT because I've seen us doing it for the last 50 years. I'm sort of paraphrasing what he said there, but I think it's just such a great way of looking at it. The track record's not good.
He ages well if he's been doing it for the last 50 years.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think it's the love of a good woman.
Obviously, Ivor's obviously like a fine wine.
Yes. Absolutely.
Anyway, so they were my favourites.
Andrew, your favourites?
Favourites. Look, I really only made one of the live recordings, so I can't quite throw them up there and list my favourites. But my favourite was when we had Jodie. I've got to get this right because I know her maiden name, Jodie Ruggless, on board, and she came and talked to us about bring your own device. So I really quite enjoyed that one because of the scope of the background and also the topic. And the idea that I think councils are actually quite entrepreneurial when it comes to using technology with their community. And then the second one I liked was actually where we got to bang on about organisational change, but I seem to be able to raise that topic in pretty much every podcast I'm involved.
Well, I think they would have been my favourites if I'd been on them. Those are the two that I was. Those are the two that I'm most disappointed I